Hello, Pete. Welcome to Bitcoin, comic, and stock trading Tuesday version. Yeah, I wanted to do a show yesterday, but I was busy, and I couldn't take time off because it was an interesting day yesterday. So is today. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm trying to stay on topic to keep the chat short. No need to run it too long. Hopefully, no more than 30 minutes. Is in the title of this video, altcoins. My thought on altcoins. Okay, and for those that know me, I put some money into Ethereum, a small amount. Maybe if I had to do the math, I would say maybe 20%-ish of my crypto money is in Ethereum. Barely 1% or so is in synthetics, and then the rest is in Bitcoin. Okay, so that's my breakdown of my investment. And over the past 4 or 5 months, I have gotten a lot of questions from people asking me about my opinion of this altcoin or that altcoin. Some of the more common one are polka dots. What other one? Polka dot is one big one, and recently, the last week or so, is Binance, right? BNB. There's a lot. Okay, there are. I don't know how many to be blunt, but I heard there are hundreds, if not thousands, of altcoins out there, and it kind of remind me of the early .com land grab. Okay, if you are familiar with the 1998, the internet started earlier. Okay, but once 1998 start to shape up, why 1998? Broadband was a reality. Okay, for those that are too young to remember, the internet used to be so slow, very slow. Okay, I had American Online. Okay, I'm sure many people that's my age probably had American Online. And it's dialed up. It's slower than heck. The internet was a lot of fun, a lot to discover, but at the same time, it was slow and clunky. Okay, and broadband existed before 1998, but it started to become a reality of mass adoption and mass installation by that point. Okay, it become something that people are willing to pay up for. Okay, and companies as Verizon, AT&T, and other cable company are starting to put money into their infrastructure to build up the internet in order to provide broadband high speed. Okay, hello, La Raza. So that was the beginning of the land grab, as I can remember. I'm sure other people may think it's a lot earlier. That's fine. I'm just saying that from my memory, the beginning of the land grab took place early 1998. You have a lot of venture money pouring into all sort of .com ideas. Okay, and part of my job, I was managing money at the time. Okay, for a small investment firm that have, I think, around 300 million. It's a small firm. It's have 1, 2, 3, 4. There was 6 people in the firm. Okay, 6 people, and I was the head strategist. Okay, that's the title, head strategist. My job was to look at the economy, determine what kind of investment I want to put all the clients' money into it. We managed about 300 million plus between the 6 of us. Other people did the sales and pick managers and all that stuff, but my job was to allocate And part of my job was going to see, I attended a lot of venture capital pitching. My boss, the owner of the firm, was heavily, I would say heavily, but he was involved in private equity. So whenever a startup came to town and trying to pitch that idea, they usually have like a big pitch meeting where, you know, he and 4, 5, 6 other venture private equity people would have a conference room, and they would have, you know, 10 different companies come in, do their 5, 10, 15-minute pitch. And then, you know, they decide if they want to do more due diligence and invest money, all that stuff. But I sat through so many of those meetings and I heard some of the most horrific, stupid ideas that I can hear. Because at that time, if you remember the start of the dot-com bubble, people was throwing, it was a land grab. People was buying domains name, grabbing domains name, come up with ideas that they think will make money. But the biggest problem that I had with many of them, if not all of them, is I sat there and listened to their pitch and talked to my boss after. How do they make money? At the end of the day, any business, unless it is a charity, exists to make money. Okay? Yeah? Is that rocket science? Is that big revelation? And I remember sitting there and saying, really, you think that this idea has consumer acceptance that are willing to pay you something for this? Bullocks, okay? I'm not gonna go into details of all the ideas because I don't want to waste time, and that's where my biggest concern with altcoins are, or many cryptos. Hello, DS Comic. Hello, L Jaffe. You know, when it comes down to altcoins, okay, there are, like I said, I don't count them. I heard there are thousands. I know enough to know all the popular ones like Polkadots and Binance and Aave. It's all kind, okay? They all have a creative name for sure. Hello, J Hood Creative. But my biggest concern, so right now there's a land grab in crypto, in the blockchain. There's a land grab. Everybody come up with ideas. Oh, we can do this with, you know, we can do this, we can do that with the blockchain technology. We can overlay certain code. We can do. I'm sure if you are in the crypto space and you pay attention, you hear all kind of wonderful news, wonderful creation from a lot of these crypto altcoins. And my concern right now for many of them, and that's the reason why I do not put my money there. And if I'm not saying that those that put money, let me back up real quick before I continue. I'm not saying that those that put money into Aave, Binance, Polkadots, Ethereum, you name it, synthetics, I'm not saying that they're going to lose their money, okay? Or they are foolishly investing in something that they don't understand. What I am concerned about is that in the long run, there will be a shakeout of the real winners, just like the dot-com, okay? If you understand and remember the dot-com bubble, even back then, some people thought Amazon was a silly idea. Selling books on the internet? Really? Yeah. Many people didn't see Amazon thriving 20 years later, okay? And a lot of business that I thought will succeed fail. Trust me, when in those days, as I evaluate .com ideas, so many of the good ideas I thought will work fail. And so many of the ideas that I didn't think have room work. Okay, if you ask me, Amazon is going to be the king back in 1998, I would say bollocks. I'm honest to say that. Okay, I have no shame in saying that I didn't think Amazon would be what it is back in 1998. El Jefe said altcoin season was terrific. Yeah, hopefully you were smart enough to get out with some profit. Whenever I see people cheering, pumping, loving, hyping, predicting crazy altcoin return, I'm just like, I hope you take some effing profit, because the majority, back to the topic, the majority of these altcoins, as far as I am concerned, is that whatever you are creating, it's neat, it's cool. How do you plan to make money down the road? Okay? How do you plan to make money down the road? The same question I ask every new company, every startup that came to my boss and asked for private equity and venture money. How do you plan to be profitable? How do you plan to repay us and make us rich? Okay? I don't care if your aunt like it. I don't care if your mommy and daddy like it. I don't care if you think it's cool. Explain to me in plain English, how do you make money? And that's my challenge to all the altcoin lovers out there. Okay, I don't care how awesome smart contract is. Explain to me, show me the math, the spreadsheets on how that would translate into bottom dollars later. Okay, so, and that's my biggest problem with altcoins, is that none of them, well, let me back up. Even the best one out there have yet to show a business plan. Okay, for those that understand how business are started, you need a business plan that show the trajectory of the business, the cash flow, the investment, the potential market. I see numbers thrown around that this is like pull out of thin air. This is going to be billion. This is going to be trillions. Based on what? My three favorite words I use against any nonsense. Based on what? What are you banking on that you're trying to convince people to buy? Based on what? You're not going to hear other crypto channel talk like this. Okay? That's why I'm not popular. I'm not a hyper pumper kind of person. I have some logic behind what I'm investing in, and I will stick to my methods of investing if I don't understand where the profit is coming from or how much profit there will be down the road. It could be 5 years, it could be 10 years, but I need to see a whole lot more than it is cool. Hello, Mike Bello. Half price crook. Hello. Hello, BTC to the moon. Speaking of BTC, did I buy Bitcoin yesterday? Yes, I did. I bought a whole lot below 50. I bought a whole lot at 47.5. Where is it right now? I know at one point this morning it was down to 44, I think. And I was just like, dang, I need to get more money into my account because I want to buy more. I do want to buy more, and I have a buy order at 40. Okay, like not exactly 40. Let me give you some tips. Don't have your buy or sell order at some round number, because that's where everybody else are there. Okay, Everybody else is there. So if you have, let's say you want to buy Bitcoin at 50,000, okay, and you enter in your order right now, well, guess what? You might be late because there might be a ton of order above you at 50 that came ahead of you. That's ahead of the queue. Okay. Same thing with selling. Let's say you want to sell Bitcoin at 50 and you put in your order to a limit order to sell at 50. Well, guess what? Maybe there are hundreds, if not thousands of coins ahead of you at the same price. So even if Bitcoin get to 50,000, you might not sell. You might have missed it and then it dipped and you miss out. So my strategy, even though I throw out round numbers, oh, I'm gonna buy at 40, I'm gonna sell at 60, whatever it is, it's usually a little bit before and a little bit after. Would I put a buy order in at 40? No, not exactly. 40,000, 25, 4,000, 15, something like that. Same thing. If I want to sell Bitcoin at 60, do you think I'm gonna put in 60,000 like everybody else? No, I'm not. I can forego $25. Okay, I would do 59,975 or something like that. So use some common sense. Just because it at a price get there does not mean that it's gonna be triggered, right? Because there's other people ahead of you in the queue. Woo! So much naivete in this field. Um, BTC to the moon guy, altcoins are literally created to take your Bitcoin. You know, and a lot of the altcoins, not to go too deep in the weed, okay? If you play in the altcoin field, it's a casino. It's literally the casino, okay? So if you make 10 times your money, take the effing money, take the effing profit, and be happy. Okay, do not buy into any of the prediction of crazy price target. Do not. El Jefe, did you sell some of your BNB and book some profit? I hope you did. You know, it's too easy for people to sit there and look at their gains and saying, "Oh, I love this so much." What have I been saying for many years now on YouTube? When you're smiling, you should be selling. When you're crying, you should be buying. Okay, so if you're sitting there pumping and cheering and all happy because your altcoins are up 10 times, sell some, book some. Whenever I hear some people adding more because their BNB and altcoins or Aave is up 10 times, I'm just like, you are doing it the opposite, the wrong way. When it's up 10 times, the last thing you want to do is add more to it. Okay. Oh, I'm sitting there, I read, I hear and read these things. I'm just like, I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother to tell people to not do something that dumb because it is dumb, literally dumb. It is. It's so much crap out there. I mean, that's why if you follow me and you heard me recommending crypto channel, only one, Conquer Trading and Investing. Okay, that's the only one with Jordan. All right, I have talked about that channel so many times. Do I watch other YouTubers? Yes. Most of them are just, they're entertaining. Make no mistake. Are they entertaining to watch at times? Absolutely. But my God, do not even follow the link to get to the Binance and whatever system they want you to join to get 10 times extra trade. It's madness, pure madness. But hey, like I said, I'm not gonna. This channel have about 200 people that give a damn about crypto. Those channels have about 2 million or whatever sub they have. But so I learned to just stay in my lane. I do okay. I try not to be swayed by all the humper and pumper and hypester out there. It's just pure nonsense. Okay, it's at the end of the day, buy what you understand. I can't stress enough about that. Okay, and I want to add to that part: buy what you understand and understand how they will make money. Okay, Bitcoin is a storage of value. It's not out there to make you money. It's not a technology, a software, an application, a platform that is out there to make money like a lot of the altcoins are touting. A lot of the altcoins are touting, we can do this, we can do that, we can have tens of millions, hundreds of millions of users based on what? Okay. And then the ultimate question is, how do you plan to earn a profit? How? Okay. And I can tell you, I've done my digging, and I can tell you there ain't a whole lot of altcoins I will put my money in. Okay. And it's nothing wrong with people that play in the altcoin and gamble. Nothing wrong. Okay. I'm just saying, but understand what they are instead of like trying to tell people you should buy some Binance because it's up 10 times last week. Oh my God, please don't do that. Okay, please don't do that. Please don't come to my channel and tell me I should buy BNB because it's up 10 times. F off, F off. Okay, you'll be blocked and banned from my channel because I don't play that. Homie, do not listen to nonsense like that. Homie, do not want to hear that kind of garbage. Anyhow, hopefully that answered the question. As far as the financial market, Bitcoin is down, the stock market is down. Let's step back a little bit from all the fear-mongering nonsense. Bitcoin was 30,000, around 30,000 at the end of January. February 1st is around 30,000. It almost doubled as of last Friday. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense? So is it horrible? Is it so bad that Bitcoin get back half of the gain? This is, holy cow. Holy cow. It's just the expectation of people that invest or put money into this space is so out of whack. It's completely logical for something to double in 3 weeks. But my God, it's the end of the world because half the gain went away. Well, if you FOMO and bought some more Bitcoin at 59, you deserve to get blown out. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Who the heck is buying that at 59? Not me. Well, BNB showed massive gain due to inefficiency in the ETH blockchain, which is true. But do you understand BNB that it is really not decentralized? I don't understand the people that buy BNB and tout it has. Does it have a future? It has a future, but I think there's a lot of misguided understanding, okay, of what BNB can do because Bitcoin is because Ethereum is too expensive. I'm not going to go into the discussion of Ethereum gas is too expensive. You can watch all the other channel, okay, that talk about that. I don't need to beat the dead horse, but let me say this: does high Ethereum gas affect a lot of people? If you have money into Ethereum, why does a high gas price affect you, Jeffrey? This is not a knock on your belief. Explain to me how high gas affect you or me. I buy some Ethereum, I sell some Ethereum. It costs me barely anything because I trade them on you know I trade them on my Coinbase account. Now if you're burning gas, if the high Ethereum price is because people are building application and burning up gas, that means that the network is growing. It's a good thing, and they will figure it out eventually on how to keep the gas price down. But it's a two-edged sword. For Ethereum network to grow, it needs to get a lot busier, and because it get a lot busier, it get more expensive. Okay, because it's only limited capacity. I'm trying to dumb down and generalize as much as I can, but to think that, oh my God, high gas price is the end of Ethereum, we need to go buy Binance. Okay, good luck with that. Now NFTs, NFT is something that I will touch on this in another video because I don't want to carry this on too far. For those that follow the space, you understand how I think the start of NFT is in company that pioneer into selling collectible at a fraction. Okay, I talk about a website that that sell fractions of collectible, whether it's car or collectible watches, and same thing with comic books, cards. Recently, one of the fancy company launched it. I should have talked about that, but they talk about they're selling fractions of fine art, like not like the Mona Lisa, but that kind of level of $1 million fine art. So there's a lot of things going on with certain blockchain technology that I think has consumer potential on big things like NFTs. Okay, I do think there is something there. How to quantify it is not easy. Okay, but I rather believe in that than people that trying to hype up alternative to Ethereum. Like I said, we are at the early days of the land grab. Very early days of the land grab. Okay, so for those that remember technology, Beta, VHS, Sony Walkman, iPod, everything, every technology, a lot of time, guess what? What you think is a winner is not the winner. Let me repeat that. What you think is a winner is not a winner. All right, so whatever you think alternatives are, do your homework. Don't listen to people hyping things because it's cool. Guess what? Let's migrate a little bit over to comic books, okay? Because it is comic books related to, because at the end of the day, it's very similar to comic books. What go up, stay up? Keys. Big keys, small keys, but ultimately keys. If you buy something because it is cool, woo, how many people you think get rich with comic books because they bought something that is cool? Or because it is a cool covers? I mean, I'm not saying they don't make some money. I'm just saying they're not going to get rich. They're not going to be flipping things for big bucks because they go with the non-keys and they go with cool things that they think is cool. Well, you know me. I like money. I like to collect money. I don't bank on any other person taste of coolness. DS Comics said, are any of these crypto ever gonna be usable to actually buy stuff in real life? The answer is yes, they already have. Like I said, a lot of things that going on that you don't pay attention to is run on the blockchain using some of the altcoin technologies. The answer is yes, but it's not mass adoption. It's not like, oh my God, these companies are making so much money. I already talked about companies that offering, people to buy and sell and auction off fractional share or collectibles. Yeah, there are. And as far as Jay Hood wanted me to touch on something here. Nick, can we get your thoughts on mid-grade GSX price spiking hard? Uh, the comic market is strong. It will be very interesting to see how the market react with the little hiccup that we see right now in both the crypto market and the financial market. This is a little hiccup, okay? The market was at the all-time high last week. Let's not forget, the stock market was at the all-time high much of the first 2 weeks of February. So if we go back 5%, the sky is not falling, okay? The naysayer, the hater is gonna be, I told you it's gonna crash, I told you. You predict a crash when the market was 35%, 40%, 50% lower. So what part of what you are predicting now is I told you so? Which part of that is I told you so, right? That's my reply to anyone that want to claim that they were right. I sold at the top. I told you so. The market's too high. No, you have been talking about the market's too high for over a year. You're wrong. Mike York, good to see you covering this topic. I'm gonna hope that you're talking about altcoins. I got 600 coins of Chainlink and 500 coins in GRT. Also invest in Bitcoin. I have heard of Chainlink. I have heard good things about Chainlink. I have heard GRT. I'm not sure I know what GRT is for, so I'm not aware there. And I'll be the first to admit I don't know a lot about a lot of altcoins. Okay, I know Chainlink, I know Aave, I know Synthetics, I know Binance. I know a bunch of stuff, polka dots, but I don't know a lot of other ones. So there's no way for me to tell you what company is good or bad. I already mentioned at the early part of this video, I invest in Ethereum, a small part of my portfolio, because many of the altcoins are built over Ethereum. Okay, so if Ethereum die, let me close with this one comment. If Ethereum dies or fail because it's too expensive, nobody's gonna use it, too much gas, too much this, what's gonna happen to hundreds, if not thousands, of altcoins that built on the Ethereum network? So think about that. So pick your winners. Okay, if you believe, or if you want to hedge, and buy something that had to do with Ethereum because you don't know if Ethereum can survive the high fee problem. If you want to go with the alternative, hedge. Okay, buy a little bit of both, because maybe one will survive, maybe both will survive. Who knows? Okay, I don't know. I just think that for me, let me reiterate, for me, my problem is long term. I'm not in this to get the 10x. I'm not in it to hit it and quit it after 2 weeks. after all the pump is gone and come out and go, haha, I bought at the low, sold at the high, screw everybody else. I don't care if it burn and crash right now. I'm not like that with the altcoins. Been there, done that, playing the speculative game of nonsense. So for me, if I don't understand it, if they don't show me a way that they can make money in the long run, I am out of it. Yes, Mark Tucker, NBA Top Shot sold 2.6 million. Yeah, there's a lot of money there. Okay, and there's also a lot of social media influencers that really pumping the NFTs. So there are, you know, it's a good space to watch closely. And I like it. I'm not a non-believer of NFTs. Okay, so but I will close the chat. Okay, I think I answered most of the questions. But back to J Hood created questions. Books are high. Make no mistake, books are high. Okay. I also talk about this at length on many of my videos. I'm not buying. I am selling. Okay. Would I buy? Do I buy? Have I bought? Yeah, I buy things to flip. I buy things on the cheap that I can find to flip. But heck no, am I buying anything right now to add to my collection? Heck no. Okay. And it's not because, oh my God, it's so overpriced, it's on a crash. Let me step back right now and reiterate something that seemed like a lot of people keep missing. I am done adding to my collection. I don't care. Okay. I literally don't care. So I cannot tell you whether you should buy a copy of Giant Size X-Men 1. I don't care as far as that book is concerned. Not to say that I don't know if it's going to go up or down. I don't know, and I don't care. Okay, it's just my attachment to this hobby is at the point now where I just want to get rid of the remaining 800 books that I want to sell, and then move on. I will still buy and flip if I see good opportunities. Absolutely, I will still do that because that's in my blood. But as far as, you know, predicting or knowing where the market is going, I don't think the market's going to crash. Okay, I'm on record saying that many times. I do not think the collectible market is crashing. Do I think this hobby is dying? I'm on the record to say I don't think this hobby is dying, but I am stepping away as fast as I humanly can. And hopefully in 2 years, I will. Okay, that's the honest truth. If I think it will crash and burn, I think I will be selling my Batman 1 and Action 1 now, right? Think about that. Okay, so it's not my attitude about the hobby has come to the point where I realize that I don't need a lot of these things to be happy with the hobby. I have what I wanted. I'm fine with what I have. It is over as far as adding things, wanting things. I yearn for nothing. Would I like to add a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 1 to my collection? Yeah, that'd be cool. But at the right price, it better be at the right price. I'm not paying crazy money to be cool. Okay, I'm past that stage of buying something expensive to show off. Okay, I was not that way 8 years ago on YouTube. It was never about buying something to show off on YouTube. Okay, so outside of Teenage Mutant Ninja 1, the second book would be Showcase 4, but I couldn't care less if I never add that book to my collection. Couldn't care less. Had a choice to buy a copy 2 months ago, turn it down. Well, I made an offer on a raw copy, on a Showcase 4. A fair price, not cheap, not ridiculously high, a fair price for something that I thought was a 4.0 raw copy. And the seller disagreed with my 4.0 grade because he can grade better. Who you want to put your money on? Always bet on, yeah. So because he believed a press and a clean will get it higher, maybe a 5.0. So he sent it to CGC, have it pressed and clean and pay up for fast service, blah, 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 blah. And guess what the book came back as? A 4.0. Woo! Even he had to admit he should take the money that I offered because it was a fair. And in hindsight, now that he has wasted money on slabbing, pressing, cleaning, and had to pay, unless he can find a buyer outside of Comic Link, he ended up getting less money. I was ready to pay cash. Lesson here is, you don't have to like me. You don't have to respect me. But you should love my money. Woo! That's it, people. Bye-bye.